Hello everybody and welcome to another mystery box function challenge. In the purple mystery box there's some math and your challenge is to figure out what it is. You can try this out by using the link in the description, and when you think you've got an idea, come on back and see if we get the same thing. All right, let's start with a 0. Okay, 0 gives us, that number 1.414, that is familiar to me. Let's try a 1. 1 gives us a 1. How about a 2? Gives us 0. Oh, this is interesting. How about a 3? And 3 gives us not a number. Where we've seen that error before is when we try to put negative values under a square root symbol. And here we're putting a positive value in, and I think maybe, what if we try some more positive values here? Yeah, so a positive 5 also gives us a not a number error. So what I'm thinking is we have a square root function, but it looks like it's turned the other way. And so I'm expecting it to go off this way. And what that means actually is that you've taken your square root symbol, and then instead of an x underneath, you've got a negative x. If you put a negative x under here, you would start at 0, and then you put in a negative 1, you'd get 1, and you'd put in a negative 2, and you'd get square root of 2. And it looks like we've got that shape going on, except it's just been moved over to the right 2. So how do we get that? How do we get it moved over to? Well, let's see. I think we're going to need to just add 2 there. Let's just see if that works. So negative x plus 2. So if I put in 0 here, I'm going to get a plus 2. And when I put in 0, so 0, negative 0 plus 2, and then take the square root of that would be the square root of 2. And when I put in 0, I got this 1.414. That's the square root of 2. That's the decimal approximation for the square root of 2 that I recognized. And when you put in a 2, of course, negative 2 plus 2 would be 0. You'd get 0. So that works. Let's see if we can use this to predict something that would come next. So how would we get a 4 under here? Let's see, we'd put in a negative 2. So if we had the square root of negative 2 plus 2, so I'm putting in a negative 2 for x, that's going to be the square root of 4, which is just 2. So if I put in negative 2, I should get 2. I think this will be our test here. Aha, and negative 2 does indeed give me 2. So we've got that classic shape of the square root function. It's just turned the other way. That's the negative sign. And then it's been moved over to the right 2. And we did that by adding 2 under the radical sign. So I think we've got this. Let's go ahead and look. Yeah, there's a square root of negative x plus 2. And we can graph that as well. And there it is. Well, how did that go for you? I think that was a little confusing. Let me know. Thanks, everybody.